I remember the day it all happened like it was yesterday. It was a chilly morning, and the sky was gray, almost as if the world itself was mourning with me. My husband, David, had passed away just a week earlier, and I was still struggling to accept that he was really gone. We had been married for 23 years, more than 2 decades of love, laughter, and memories. Now it was just me, left to pick up the pieces of a life we had built together. That morning, I was heading to the lawyer's office to settle David's affairs. He had always been a responsible man, planning everything in advance to make sure I would be okay if anything ever happened to him. We didn't have children, so it was just me, alone in that big, quiet house. The emptiness was deafening. Every room still carried his presence, his favorite chair, the smell of his cologne lingering on his clothes, the half-finished book on his nightstand. I held on to the thought that at least David had made arrangements to take care of me, even in death. I arrived at the office, my heart pounding in my chest. The air smelled of old books and fresh coffee, a strange mix of comfort and formality. Mr. Reynolds, the lawyer, greeted me with a solemn nod and led me to his office. He was an older man with kind eyes and a gentle voice. "Mrs. Thompson," he said softly, "I know this is a difficult time for you. I'll try to make this as easy as possible." I nodded, clutching the edge of my chair. "Thank you. I just want to get this over with." He slid a stack of papers toward me. "Your husband left behind a will, and according to his wishes, you are to inherit everything. His savings, the house, his investments. But there is something else you need to know." I frowned. "Something else?" He hesitated, then sighed. "A woman came to my office yesterday, claiming to be David's daughter. The room suddenly felt smaller, like the walls were closing in on me. My heart started racing. What? That's impossible. David and I never had children." "I understand this is shocking," he said. "But the woman, her name is Claire, insists that she is his daughter from a relationship before he met you. She even provided a birth certificate and letters from David." I stared at him, my mind spinning. No, this doesn't make any sense. David would have told me. We never kept secrets from each other. But as I spoke those words, a memory crept into my mind. Late-night phone calls he always dismissed as work, sudden business trips that didn't quite add up, the way he sometimes looked lost in thought when he thought I wasn't watching. Had I been blind? Had I missed the signs all these years? "Where is she now?" I asked, my voice barely above a whisper. "She's waiting outside," he said. "Would you like to meet her?" I hesitated. A part of me wanted to run away, to pretend this wasn't happening. But another part, the part of me that had loved David so deeply, needed to know the truth. "Bring her in," I said. A moment later, the door opened, and in walked a young woman, no older than 25. She had David's eyes. My breath caught. In my throat, it was like seeing a ghost. "Mrs. Thompson?" she said hesitantly. Her voice was soft, uncertain. I'm Claire. I don't mean to hurt you. I just wanted to know the man who was my father." I couldn't speak. My mind was racing, my emotions tangled in a storm of anger, grief, and something I couldn't quite name. Had David really kept this from me? Had he lived a whole other life I knew nothing about? "He wrote me letters," Claire continued, pulling out a small bundle of aged papers tied with a ribbon. "He never stopped thinking about me. He wanted to tell you, but he was afraid. He didn't want to hurt you." Tears welled up in my eyes as I reached for the letters with trembling hands. The familiar handwriting made my heart ache. I read the first few lines of one letter. "My dearest Claire, I think of you every day. I wish I had been brave enough to tell Elizabeth about you. She is a wonderful woman, and I know she would have loved you as much as I do." I covered my mouth, trying to contain the sob that threatened to escape. He had wanted to tell me. He had loved her. And now he was gone, leaving us both with nothing but words on paper and a lifetime of questions. "I don't want anything from you," Claire said. "I don't want his money. I just wanted to meet you. I wanted to know the woman he loved." I looked at her, really looked at her. She wasn't trying to steal anything from me. She had lost her father just as I had lost my husband. In that moment, the anger faded, replaced by a deep, aching sorrow. "I wish he had told me," I whispered. "I wish I had known." Claire nodded, tears in her own eyes. "Me too." We sat there in silence, two strangers connected by the same man. And in that silence, I realized something. Grief isn't just about loss. It's about discovering the truth, no matter how painful. It's about finding pieces of the ones we love, even in the people we least expect. I reached for her hand. She hesitated, then took it. Maybe we could both find healing. Together. The next few weeks were difficult. I kept reading David's letters, over and over, trying to piece together a side of him I had never known. Claire and I started meeting for coffee, slowly unraveling the past. I learned about her childhood, the struggles she faced without a father, and the way she had longed to know him. In her stories, I saw David not just as my husband, but as a man who had carried his own burdens. One evening, as we sat on my porch watching the sunset, Claire looked at me and said, "I think he was scared to hurt you, but he loved us both in his own way." I nodded, feeling a bittersweet peace settle over me. "I think you're right, and I think he would have wanted us to be in each other's lives." Claire smiled, and for the first time in weeks, I felt a little less alone. Maybe losing David wasn't just about saying goodbye. Maybe, in some way, it was also about finding new beginnings. As days turned into months, Claire became a part of my life. We visited David's grave together, each of us placing a single white rose on the stone. "I forgive him," I whispered, tears streaming down my face. "I just wish he had given us the chance to love each other sooner." Claire squeezed my hand. Maybe we were always meant to find each other this way. And in that moment, I felt something shift inside me. A door closing, but another one opening. Perhaps healing wasn't about forgetting. It was about learning to carry love forward, even in the most unexpected ways. David's secret had changed everything, but it had also given me something I never expected. A new connection, a new family, and in the midst of all the pain, I found something precious. A second chance to love and be loved.
Hello, amazing viewer. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more awesome content, and ring the notification bell so you never miss an update. I'd also love to hear your thoughts in the comments section below. Let me know what you think. And if you found this video helpful or entertaining, please share it with your friends and family. Your support means the world to me and helps this channel grow. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you in the next one.